So here we are back in our private room with Sam. And we are being encouraged to look around the private room. Let's check on BB.
Hello? Ooh, looking for this? Surprise. Fragile warped me here. I finally got to visit the beach. Well, her beach. Don't worry, I didn't come all this way for the sightseeing. Your beloved BB has a serious issue. You may recall me explaining that these incubators connect BBs via the chiral network to their still mothers back at HQ. Bridge babies are quite literally bridges between this world and the other side. Their place is not here with us, nor with the BTs over there. They belong precisely in between, with no greater affinity for one world or the other. But BB-28 here has been leaning further and further towards the world of the living. Towards you, Sam.
It's because we're partners.
Partners? Sam, a BB's a tool, not a human being. Bridge, yes. Baby, no.
So tell me what the problem is.
This tool, this weapon, is transforming into a living being. It's gaining weight. Its brain activity is increasing. It's accumulating memories. BB-28 is becoming self-aware, becoming an actual child.
Doesn't sound like a problem to me.
It's hardware, Sam. Manufactured for a purpose. A purpose that cannot fulfill outside the pod. There is a 70% risk of catastrophic failure simply in removing it. Which hardly matters because at this point, it'll cease functioning within a couple of days.
Cease functioning?
That's right. Not even the pod will be enough. It'll be bricked.
What do we do?
We reset it. You'll have to leave it with me, of course. I'll cut the cord that links the two of you and then perform an operation that reconnects it to the other side. Think of it as a little tug to correct its alignment. To put it back where it belongs, right between the world of the living and the dead. But like I said, you'll have to be without it for a while.
You're sure this'll work?
Of course. One catch, though. The surgery may erase its memories.
Erase? Will forget me?
Relax. The BB will still function as intended. You just have to trust me. Come on. I'm telling you, it's like a game. Just select retry and start again. And this is why I hate these things. Sam, I was already filthy from my trip through the beach, but now your BB has added insult to injury.
Oh, I really do want to see what happens if we choose to take a shower. I mean, obviously we're supposed to take his cuffs. how's the shower going over there? I have always hated this table. Okay, are we just supposed to go? What are we? What are we doing?
No one can spy on us in here. It's just you and me. No audio records of what we say. No video for lip reading analysis. Get closer. Die Hardman cannot know of this. Understood? I've been doing some digging into the first BB experiments. Officially, they were suspended by the government following a void out which claimed the life of the then acting president. Documents were shredded. BB technology banned, yes? But obviously, the experiments continued in secret, on the direct orders of President Strand.
Bridget?
The BBs were essential to solving the mystery of the Death Stranding. Oh, she had big plans for them. They weren't designed just to be BT detectors. She wanted to incorporate them into the chiral network to facilitate travel to the beach. But none of her plans ever came to fruition. And now BB Tech has fallen into terrorist hands.
What's Die Hardman's part in this?
I'm afraid to find out. I don't know how long he was working for Strand. I don't even know his real name or his face. I thought you might, since you two go further back.
He was already wearing the mask when I met him. Something about burning his face.
Right. Sorry. Any data we have from back then is classified at the highest level. As far as I know, the director is the only one with clearance. But the chiral network presents a new opportunity. By compiling fragmented data in the public domain from all across the country, I might be able to piece together a little more of the puzzle. Be careful, Sam. They're watching. Well, Sam, you're a good sport. I'll give you that. Still, it's a fine way to get out of doing the laundry.
Just fix BB, all right?
Oh, no. You'll be doing the fixing. I'd never manage without your help. Check the delivery terminal upstairs for the details. When you're ready, of course.
Unfortunately, it doesn't come through the video, but every time that Die Hardman got close to Sam, the controller was... or every time... Deadman got close to Sam, the controller was vibrating rapidly. Also, when BB was being taken and passed back and forth between them, it was vibrating quite violently. It was a nice touch. Well, that was an interesting scene. Some sort of nefarious activity going on. I have to admit to not being able to fully follow that cutscene. I was a bit distracted by what was going on. And it's going to be very hard for me to resist calling this episode Bricked Baby, but I think I'm going to have to not call it that. Okay, so let's go through some of our mail. Aaron Hill. Mama, the Fallen Angel. Mountain Knot City's now part of the UCA. Lochna explained about how it was all a big misunderstanding. What a relief. The tar's all gone too, thanks to that bomb. This is gonna sound weird, but you know the odor deck on Mama's left shoulder? Didn't use to think much of it, but someone told me it was a symbol of her atonement. She did betray Lochna, after all, even if terrorism might have been to blame. Couldn't help but think of herself as a fallen angel after that, forever barred from joining Lochna in heaven. Like Abazithibo, that one-winged fella who followed Beelzebub down to Egypt once upon a time to cause trouble for Moses. Guess Mama was feeling poetic when she redesigned her odor deck and used it to comfort her dead child. Strange, maybe, though I suppose she was already dead herself. Looks like all that's in the past now, though. The misunderstanding's been resolved, and the sisters are whole again, thanks to you, Sam. Mama finally worked up the courage to cut the cord and send her baby on to the other side, where it belongs. It was the right thing to do for the kid. So the two are one, and the fallen angel got a second chance. Just as well, 'cause no one's ever really beyond redemption, I'd like to think. Benjamin Hancock, avoiding autotoxemia. Benjamin always with the helpful tips that the game has already aggressively beaten into our skulls by the time he sends the message, but we have to complete reading all of our mail. We can't leave any mail unread. How's it going, Sam? You still taking care of your BB? I'm sure you are. Not like some porters I could mention. Some guys practically shake their pods till their BBs start crying. Some of them even ditch them when the crying becomes too much. Course, a quiet BB isn't necessarily a good thing. Could mean the kid's suffering from autotoxemia. Man, the thought alone stresses me out. It happened to me once, you see. I was out in BT territory, and I couldn't make it back to a private room in time. I could tell my BB needed time in an incubator, but I was too late. Autotoxemia is a terrible thing, Sam. He was just floating there in his pod. Wouldn't react no matter what I did. BBs can't detect BTs in that state either, obviously, so even the most stone-cold porter would be sweating bullets. Truth be told, though, I was more worried about my BB than I was about myself. Screw the PR bullshit. They're not just equipment. I don't go saying that to just anyone, but I know you feel the same. If you ask me, a BB's no different from any other baby. Treat them with love and affection, and they'll react to you, same way they'd react to a parent. Sorry, I know I'm getting emotional, but can you do me a favor? Try to make sure your BB never suffers from autotoxemia, okay? And if they do, take care of them and do whatever you can to make them feel better. That was more than just a tip. That was a little bit of world building. I'll forgive them for that one. Sam's not the only one who feels a connection to the BB. The Terrorist View of Bridges by Die Hardman. The first expedition set off without any problems. Both the advanced party and the rear guard are en route to the west coast as we speak. They haven't reported any trouble with terrorists and the like yet, but the further out they get, the greater the danger. There's a hell of a lot of separatists out there who want nothing to do with the UCA. Some more extreme than others, perhaps, but there's no denying where they stand. Seems like just yesterday it was only ideological differences, strongly held opinions, at worst. But then chiralium started messing with people's heads, turning extremists into demons, mules into gestalt, and debate into violence. And now we're headed west, into their territory. Invaders now coming for their freedom. They're waiting for us, minds made up and guns in hand. Amelie and the others aren't looking for a fight. She's going to try to talk sense to people, convince them to join us. If all the cities sign on, our nation could rise again. No one wants to take anything from these people, only give them back what was lost. If only they could understand that. We aren't, after that last interaction with, I always forget his name, Deadman, because we haven't interacted with him for a long time. He's honestly one of my favorite characters to interact with Sam, just because of how harshly he regards the BBs. But they've kept our interactions with him pretty sparse. But yes, after our interaction with Deadman, we know not to trust everything Die Hardman says, or not to suspect his motives. BTs and Voidouts by Hartman. The following conclusions are largely derived from a handful of eyewitness accounts. While I would advise anyone to take them with a grain of salt, I still believe they are worth sharing. BTs pursue their prey through a multi-step process. In the first, they begin searching for a target. The handprints left behind is evidence of this behavior. Upon detection, one or more BTs will attempt to seize their target and drag it toward a much larger entity. To clarify, however, a void-out does not occur at the point of contact between the giant and the human, but only once the human has been subsumed into the giant's body. We think this may be because this is the only place where antimatter is present within the entity. It goes without saying that BTs are entirely different from any creature that is of this world, and we have much to learn about them still. One thing is for certain, however, we must come to understand them, else we may never overcome the existential threat that they pose. And Lockney and Mullingan. By Lockney. You know what we used to dream about? Seeing what's beyond those clouds up there. We've spent our whole lives beneath a chiralium sky. It's all we've ever known. But we also know that the world used to be so much bigger. Our parents told us. They were researchers who worked for NASA, though these days most people wouldn't know what that was. It went up in smoke around the same time America did, and all our parents' work went with it. But we still have our dreams, the one thing our parents gave us that can never be taken away. Mullingan and I were named after a pair of craters left by meteors which struck the Earth 450 million years ago. Those craters are proof that this planet is part of something bigger, that we exist within a vast interconnected universe. Our names serve as a reminder of this fundamental truth, symbols of our parents' hope that our isolation is only temporary. That's why we joined Bridges, too, to bring the people of this country together again, and to one day reunite this planet with the greater universe that surrounds it. And that's it. We're all caught up. And now it's coming back to me. Where did we actually leave off? Well, what happened last time is we reunited Mullingan, or Mama as we called her, with Lochna, and they kind of fused. Turns out Mama wasn't doing so well after we severed her from her ghost baby. Well, let's figure out what comes next. It is very annoying that we can't just press start and get our wrist menu. Okay, so we need to take up a new order to help Bridge Baby. You know the drill.
Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected.
Deadman tells me your BB isn't performing to spec. We'll have to put your primary mission on hold until we restore its functionality. It's our only Dooms-compatible unit. And you're gonna have to deal with more BTs as you head further west. Case in point, Amelie's informed us of a tar belt outside of Edgenot City. A massive region crawling with BTs that Higgs supposedly summoned. And as much as we want you to get her out as soon as possible, you'll have a snowball's chance in hell without your BB. So your first priority is to help Deadman restore it to working order. And since he's on site, maybe the two of you can discuss it in person.
Sam, I'm a little busy at the moment, so I hope you don't mind if we stick to Hollow. First, I need you to link up a few preppers in the area so we can increase local chiral density. That's to bolster the connection between BB-28 and its stillmother. Then, as I explained earlier, we need to correct your BB's alignment. To facilitate that process, we need to quite literally put some distance between you two. Keep it here while we send you out. If everything goes to plan, your BB should resume normal function.
Fortunately, this plan advances our other objectives. We want to integrate this region into the chiral network anyway. So build relationships with the preppers by making deliveries and convince them to come on board. It's not easy to make a home for yourself in those mountains. Even so, plenty of people had a mind to try. You'll find shelters scattered throughout. We've got a whole list of orders from them waiting to be processed. Remember though, that you're dealing with folks who chose to live out there. Folks who probably value their privacy. Don't think for a second it'll be easy to win them over. You'll have to earn their trust, bit by bit, job by job. Another thing, Sam. You'll be making runs without a BB for a spell. That will vastly diminish your ability to detect BTs. So keep your eyes and ears open for anything out of the ordinary. And stay the hell out of the rain if you can help it.
Well, that is going to be quite an adjustment. How will we fare with no BB?
We've added a cargo catapult option to your PCC. Now, in case the name didn't give it away, they can be used to launch multiple containers over a large distance.
Wow, a cargo catapult. I'd love to see one in action before burning a PCC on it. We should take one of these with us. We're a little bit low on gear because we were carrying Mama with us, who was a body, and that takes up a lot of space. And we also decided not to go on the trike, so we couldn't offload extra materials onto it. I am very nervous about how things are going to go, not having the ability to detect BTs. I wanted to recycle the blood bags. And we'll probably have to build some more of them. I guess there is something in the private room still. Nonetheless, we do need to take on orders. I'm confused why they don't have the normal the normal icon, the star icon. Did I miss something?
Thank you for your contribution.
We just need to increase chiral density. So just take on the orders, okay? If you say so. Well, they are in quite different directions, so we'll just take one at a time. Actually, I want to try the closer one first. Is that closer? That's quite the mountain. That could be troublesome. And we should take note that there is snow as well. Well, we'll give this one a try first. No. I think the doctor's gonna be easier. We can just go around. Or we can try to, at least. Okay. Well, we have basically nothing. We do need ladders. And we have them. In case we run into BTs, which, if we're lucky, we actually won't. Just going from the weather report, it's looking okay. We should play the briefing. I forgot to. Oh, no. I wanted to play the briefing for the mission. That's okay. I think we can do that from another menu. So we have 3 bags. Let's take 4. We have backup boots already. And I've decided I don't really like the assault rifles for BTs. They're okay for general purpose defense, but I kind of want to take some grenades. It's just kind of one toss, one kill. It's so straightforward. Oh, let's not fabricate yet. And we don't have a trike here, I think. I'll have to go check on that. No, we don't. We'll just use the normal one. I don't know what the terrain is like in this area, so I'm going to carry everything with me to start with. Okay, anything else that we're forgetting? Probably. This looks like a very easy path. We'll set it like this for now. Just have to remember. No Odrodeck. Oh. What? I was just able to do a scan.
Sam? You read me?
Lochna?
Uh-huh. Calling you via a Bridges dedicated line. I've been asked to carry on in my sister's place and provide you with support. We're whole again. One. Forever and always. We still speak, so I shouldn't have any trouble getting up to speed.
You back with Bridges then?
It's not about that. Never was. It's about what she wants. What we want. And why shouldn't we help you? You helped us. We're all connected now.
So look at that. I can still do Odrodeck scans, so that immediately makes things a lot easier than I thought they were going to be.
Thanks, Sam.
Do I want to change my loadout based on that? Not really. I still have 4 blood bags. Or I should have. I thought it said that I had... Oh, you know what happened? It was probably in my private locker. So, one sec while we go pick that up.
Econ contaminating suit. All clear. Econ welcome. Sam Porter Bridges.
It was probably last night's blood bag. There we go. We actually have some things here I should have checked. Actually, those are the things that I wanted to take. 2 ladders. I think only 1 climbing anchor. EX grenades. I honestly hate those. And what about bridge boots level 3? Yes. I think we will swap that out. Well, first we'll take these. And we'll put those in the boot clip. What does that do? Oh, we can have multiple pairs. Good. So that gives us 4 blood bags. Should be good, especially considering we are not going to be encountering any BTs if we can help it. But you never know what the game's going to spawn in as part of a forced cutscene or something. A forced encounter. They don't do it that often though. And then we wanted to recycle the old pair. Okay, finally, let's go.
Thank you for your contribution.
Better save, so I don't have to do all of that crap again.
Have a pleasant journey.
So the only functionality, I guess, that we lost would be
Weapons restrictions lifted.
the ability to point at the nearest BT. Which I'm not super broken up about. It's helpful, but what I've been finding in these encounters... It's interesting. Was it really that close? Did I make this... Oh yeah. It's really hard to tell scale on the map. Like, what on the map tells me the distance of things? These little squares that are not only visible when you zoom in, like... How big of a distance is that? I guess we could measure it. $184 away. This is 59 away. 10, 20. I guess they could be about 10 by 10? I don't know. Well, this was a complete... This was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. I don't even want to take the trike. Complete waste.
Yeah, right.
Much, much closer than I realized.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID.
We're just gonna go park this.
Clear. Weapons decontaminating the suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
The only reason I'm parking it is because I'm used to games despawning things when you just leave them lying around. This game isn't really like that.
Good morning, Sam.
But I have sometimes seen messages pop up saying too far out of range, for at least for cargo. But if there does come a timefall storm, yeah, you know, I shouldn't have even gone back. I should have just parked it and gone on foot. I just get scared about leaving trikes lying around. That's all. I'm not sure if I could lose it. If I did, of course, it's such a minor cost. It's really not worth all of this trouble. This water looks like it could be quite menacing. Well, it's only yellow. And if we stop moving, we do keep our position. So it should be safe.
I need to stay without you, kid.
Sam, you need to embrace your new independent lifestyle.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID.
Well, it won't be for long,
Weapons detected.
if we're to believe
Until departure.
Deadman.
Cargo verified.
A delivery? Oh, good. Excellent. Everything appears to be in perfect condition. There's something I've been meaning to ask. Would you help me join the UCA? If me being a part of it ensures more people get the medical attention they require, then it's well worth the hassle.
Thank you for that. I might not be as young as I once was, but I've still got plenty to offer. Oh, by the way, I came across something I thought you might find useful. You're more than welcome to it.
Ah, so we have not been drinking Bridges energy so far. We've only been drinking water. Now we'll finally be able to max out our
Your deliveries
stamina.
have saved lives. And, as you know, every life that's saved is one fewer BT to deal with. Which in the long run means even more lives are saved. Please, don't give up. No matter how difficult it may become. I implore you.
I see you've put another shelter on the network. Nice job. Chiral levels are increasing as predicted, which is good. As for BB-28, you'll be pleased to hear the operation went well. There should be no need for additional major procedures. We're not out of the woods yet, but I think it's safe to say that the worst is behind us. All that remains is to continue expanding the network, monitor changes as chiral levels increase, and make adjustments as necessary. Drug therapy should suffice. Keep it up, Sam.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Should we consider taking an order from here? I think not. Well, look at these conveniently placed bridges. We didn't have them on the way here. We didn't have this one specifically. Oh, let's some likes. How convenient. Oh, I could have just dismounted the trike. Could have saved a couple minutes. That's how it is with this game. When the resource being saved is the player's time, that means you're wasting... When you're not playing well, you're wasting your own time, which is kind of a double whammy. This is probably not the best route. But most games are like that anyway, right?
Beginning scan.
If you mess up,
Bridges ID. Verifying ID.
if you don't play optimally, you're
Weapons detected.
kind of wasting your own time.
Until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter.
Like not leveling efficiently in an RPG or something like that. Spending time on pointless quests.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
So it's not really a fair criticism of this game. And looks like we just have one more order for now. I think we will take that on next time. So bye for now.